No, I used to see a therapist for anxiety, but I stopped because it was stressing me out. And, I thought that therapy was totally confidential. Then I rock up to my first session with Murray. He tells me there's actually a little caveat, which is if I tell him I'm going to commit a crime. Something I should have mentioned earlier. I'm planning a heist. And good God, am I stressed. Now I realise I've got to figure out a way to tell Murray I'm planning this heist without actually telling him I'm planning a heist. So what I did, and this is quite clever, I told him my friend was planning a heist. Which is true. My friend's in the crew. Big Kev. Call him Big Kev because he's little. And his name's Jaden. I don't get it. Anyway, I got a friend in the crew. I shouldn't even say that. I mean, he's in the crew. We had a little bit of a falling out when he realised that I'd told my therapist he was planning a heist. And I wouldn't even minded losing the friend, by the way, if the therapy thing had worked out. But halfway through the story about Big Kev, Murray looks me right in the eyes and goes, Ruben, you're obviously planning a heist. I said, how'd you know? And no, I'm not. He said, well, because you're telling this story about Jaden. I used his real name, that's on me. He said, you're telling this story about Jaden, supposedly, but you keep switching between first and third person. I said, no, he doesn't. I don't. Fuck! So I'm stressed about the heist, lost my friend, Murray's breathing down my neck. I just start seeing another therapist just to untangle the whole thing. And now you're thinking, oh, great, you can stop going to see Murray. Oh, the guy's on my tail. I got to keep scheduling appointments just to throw him off the scent. I waltz in every week, drop little hints about how I'm financially stable and afraid of balaclavas. It's pretty on the nose. I don't think he's buying it. Eventually, reach the tipping point where it's pretty clear he's going to tell someone. I got two ways out of this. Either I got to kill my therapist, or I cut him in on the deal. So there I am. I'm on the couch. I sit up. I lean forward. I say, Murray, I got to come clean. I'm planning a heist. He says, I know. It was very obvious. I say, you're a clever guy, Murray. We need clever guys. And he leans in with a glint in his eye and he takes off his glasses and the glint goes away. It's just a reflection in the glasses. And he says, what exactly are you suggesting? And I say, 10%. He says 30. I say 12. He says 28. I say 15. He says 25. I say 16. He says 24. I say 17. He says 23. I say 18. He says 22. I say 19. He says 21. I kill him. I'm not going to be fucked on price, Murray! Now I'm racked with guilt. I run downtown to my other therapist. I throw him in the doors. I say, Anthony. His name's Anthony. Anthony, I just killed someone! I mean, my friend just killed someone. All cards on the table, Anthony. I'm planning a heist. You in or you out? He says, how much? I say, 10%. He says 30. I said, I just went through this, Anthony. He said, how does it make you feel? So I killed him. Now I got no one to turn to. I got to start seeing another therapist. This guy's name is Jeff, which really begs the question, why are all my therapists named after the cast of The Wiggles? What's going on? Eventually, Jeff cons on. Turns out therapists, quite an astute group of individuals. Not so good, however, at self-defense. This has been going on for years. I still haven't pulled the heist, but I have killed hundreds of therapists. You ever wonder why you can't get an appointment? I